This is the annual epic production, Wounds of a Century, commissioned by the Council of Indigenous Peoples and produced by the Indigenous Peoples Cultural Foundation. After 3 years of meticulous production, it is finally set to premiere grandly on Taiwan Indigenous Television. Dear friends, welcome to this special screening. This is not just a film viewing experience, but a dialogue that transcends time and space, an opportunity for profound reflection on history. History is never just a record of the past. It shapes our present and lays foundations for our future. But history is often written by the victors, leaving many voices ignored, erased, and buried forever. Almost. Today, we are given a rare chance to these untold stories to revive the buried voices. This film is not just a retrospective on wars and conflicts, but a moment of contemplation. Can we find a way forward from the lessons of the past? May the film ahead bring us greater understanding and inspiration, and may love and inclusion become the forces behind our future. Today we're on board a journey back to Taiwan 1877 with this film, The Battle of Tacubaya, Choices and Survival. As the Qing forces invaded the Sepo Amis tribe, the people were forced to flee to the mountains of Kirayan. In the midst of war and survival, they faced not only the threat of life and death, but also the struggles of trust and betrayal. When crisis strikes, how do people decide their fate? Do they stand by their beliefs or make painful choices to ensure survival? While victory and defeat are the common merits of history, what truly deserves our thoughts are the agony behind each decision. Understanding this part of history is not merely revisiting the old days. It helps us navigate our own choices today and define our own paths forward. What is the meaning of a homeland? Is it merely a gathering place for a tribe, a localized continuation of culture, or a belief that must be defended until the very last moment? Between 1900 and 1907, the Atayal people of the Davao community resisted Japanese colonizations for 8 long years. Yet, the cost of war was not just bloodshed. It was the loss of loved ones and the sacrifice of their precious homeland. To negotiate peace, families had to send their own kin as hostages, watching helplessly as their land was chipped away piece by piece. When survival intertwined with sacrifice, how shall we measure the future of a people? This war was not just about military strength, it was the test of faith and of family bonds. Those who once fought for this land, the choices, the sacrifices, have shaped who we are today. Understanding this history is not just about looking back. It is about seeing our connections to this land and considering how we will continue our own story. Memory defines who we are. Identity connects us to where we come from. Between 1896 and 1914, to defend their homeland, the Turku people waged one of the longest anti-Japanese wars in Taiwan's history. Some chose to fight to the end, while others sought reconciliations with the colonizers. Of course, every choice was made with the survival of the tribe fixed, nay, imprinted in the chooser's mind. A century later, how shall we document and interpret this history? How shall we perceive our own people and our own roots? This is more than a war story. It is a tale of the identity of contemporary indigenous peoples. Through these historical lessons, let us reflect. As Taiwan's indigenous peoples, as members of this land, what does it truly mean to belong? Revisiting the past is a common, even banal attitude at film festivals like this one. But today, we have a more important mission. We must decide how we're moving forward as well. History must not be a mundane series of dates and events in textbooks. It is about people, about choices, and about how we see each other. When we are willing to listen and understand rather than take opposing stances, we are already shaping a different future. I hope we can all approach these stories with an open heart and reflect on their connections to our cultural memory. And history is not cold hard facts for tests. It is a living memory. Let us choose love, choose unity, and choose legacy. Let us, as a people, bring hope and possibility to the future.